would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation? An impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Otten. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meatball.
Wide open spaces. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Catch in the middle. It's Evans. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Huskies have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own tip.
Makes the grab on the left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed now.
He's loose. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Pulls it in. It's ball. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out, and it's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal, and listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in their mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So, but let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder. It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Defense not showing press coverage. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got his man quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Coleman. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew in.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. the 36. It'll be first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Boston. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
With the catch, it's Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent a chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
To the air on second down. Still looking, on the move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning on the Jets. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Williams looking for a man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well.
It's a seam wide open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's ball. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Snagged in the middle. It's Graham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Washington sends out the punt team.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over.
There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Slithers into space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. On the run, it's Ball. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Evans. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They just keep firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Ohio State 31, Washington 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. At the 35, he's got room. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Quarterback adapting, trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Williams will pass. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. finds a little space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.